Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. It is Friday. I have to go do the news this morning, so if you are in the Birmingham area, you can put on Fox News this morning, and I will be on at 8 o'clock talking about, I do the entertainment reporting, so whatever entertainment stuff is going on. We had a party last night for Good Grit, benefiting Restoration Academy. It was a great party. I am tired. Anyway, I got an email or a message from somebody who watches Coffee Talk, a younger girl who wanted to know how I knew Michael was the one. She says, I follow your posts every week, and at first, I thought it was ridiculous that you posted a picture of the two of you every week. It's like, who can't get through a week? She's like, but I'm engaged, and there are some weeks I don't think we're going to make it. And now I get it. And I think, right. I know people think it's ridiculous that we go week by week. I get it. For other people, it's ridiculous. For us, it is a small weekly celebration. I get 4 celebrations a month with my husband. I feel very lucky. Anyway, she wanted to know how I knew Michael was the one. And I thought, I hate that question because I don't know. It's like, when you know, but I just knew. And those are not good answers. That's not satisfying. That's like asking somebody how they stay so fit. And they're like, genetics. Like, I mean, I'm happy for you genetically super thin people, but that answer is not satisfying to me. I want to hear that you do some magical thing in the middle of the night while you're sleeping that requires absolutely no effort at all. And when you wake up in the morning, you're super fit, so that I can do the same thing. And I think the same thing sometimes for true love is people want to know how you knew or where you were or what you were doing so that they can make certain changes in their life, try to do the same thing. So anyway, I gave it a lot of thought. And I told her I wasn't going to write her back. I would do an actual coffee talk about it because I think that my answer might be satisfying. Anyway, let me get to the point. Sorry, my head is like super itchy because I put hairspray in my hair. I never put hairspray in my hair. All right. How did I know Michael was the one? Well, I knew Michael was the one really after our first date. Now, I don't know that I knew that that's what I knew, but I knew that I knew something. Because after our first date, I called my mom and said, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I think I just had dinner with the guy I'm going to marry. The bad news is he lives in Alabama. She was like, no. Every guy I had dated before Michael was exciting, lived on the edge, caused some trouble. There was some drama attached to the relationship in some way. Either he was no good for me, or he belonged to someone else, or he was a Casanova and I thought I could change him. You know what I mean? It was like, it was always something exciting for somebody like me who was running the streets and didn't care about anyone, and I needed drama. I craved drama. And I think when I met Michael, I was at a point in my life for the first time where I didn't want drama. Like, I legitimately was repelling dudes that brought drama. So when I met Michael and he was so drama-free, I was like, that's interesting. It was the way I felt with Michael. With all the men I had dated before Michael, it was, it started in lust, and we couldn't keep our hands off each other, and we were out late at night till 3 a.m. and, doing stuff in cars and like making out in the rain. And it was all very movie-like and dramatic, and life doesn't sustain that. I'm not saying that it can't work long-term. I'm not saying you can't meet someone and the relationship is full of drama and turmoil and you make it through and get married and live happily ever after. I'm just saying, in my experience, none of those relationships were going the long haul. And with Michael, it was never about any of that. It was about conversation and friendship and God and family and like, ew, did you just poof? I'm sorry, that was my dog, not me. For those of you who heard that. And for those of you that are going to rewind it now and see if you can hear it, that was Ace. The biggest difference getting into my relationship with Michael was how I felt. Michael made me feel very calm. He made me feel, being around Michael and with Michael never made me feel like I had to put up, show up, front, chase anybody down, question him, disbelieve any, there was no drama. It was like I just felt at ease with him. And I had never, ever been in a relationship with somebody where I wasn't fueled up and I wasn't, hormones weren't raging and I wasn't like all in the drama of it all. And here comes this man that brings a peace into my heart. I know that sounds so cheesy that actually as I'm saying it, I kind of want to regurgitate it, like take it back. But he did. He brought a certain peace into my heart, and I had not had a calm like that before. The only other man that ever was as patient with me or spoke to me as calmly as Michael did, the only other man that ever made me feel that secure with who I was my father. So when I saw it sitting across the table from me, I immediately recognized it and missed it and knew that I wanted to feel that way for the rest of my life. I didn't want to chase a man or, have drama, even though the drama was more exciting and the sex was probably better and the whatever. I wanted to feel at peace. I knew that I wanted children. I wanted to raise children with somebody who had peace and God in their heart. And I just wanted that feeling that I felt sitting across the table from him to last forever. And that is how I knew that Michael was the one. And I was not expecting to cry this morning. Darn it, I gotta go do the news. Okay. I love you so much today. Have a great day.